Hello, I'm Lucas Herbert and this is Pro Blights at Home. I think it's an interesting one. I mean, it's an individual sport, so that's the thing that I love about it the most. It means that I don't get to blame anyone else when I play badly and kind of get to take all the credit when I play well. So I enjoy that aspect of it. I mean, we get to travel the world. It's a great gig. Realistically, we can't complain about it. So yeah, it's a pretty easy one for me. Golf's an awesome sport, and yeah, we get some amazing opportunities doing what we do. To be honest, I haven't really kept it that sharp from a technical aspect. I've not done a lot of practice, haven't been out to the golf course much at all, haven't set up anything in my backyard, but I've been trying to train pretty hard in the gym, get some gains doing that so that when I do come back, hopefully I can hit the ball a little bit further and be a little bit stronger doing it. To be honest, I haven't touched the PS4 too much. I sort of finished a few of the games that I've been playing, but just bought Gran Turismo the other day, so that's probably going to get a fair bit of a workout the next few weeks. What else? I think NHL will probably get a bit of a run too. Who were my idols growing up? Well, I think I have to say Tiger. He was everyone's idol growing up. Definitely Ricky Fowler. I love the way he dressed, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I used to buy all his stuff that they released. And I think just any of the Aussie guys as well, I really had a good appreciation for what they did, and it always felt like, you know, it was someone from close to home was playing well and getting the results that we wanted to see out on tour. That's a tricky one. I think, you know, you can't just get too worked up about things because you can't get out and practice and do that sort of stuff. I know it's tough, and I know you want to go and hit some on the range, but yeah, it's difficult with everything the way it is, and it's just going to be safer to stay indoors. So maybe a little bit of putting practice on the carpet, putting to some mugs or something in the kitchen, but yeah, just try and not stress too much, and a good break might do you some good. All right, I'm going to go with one a little bit lockdown theme. The other day I was in the supermarket and there was an old couple trying to grab the last roll of toilet paper, and I dived really hard to try and steal it off them because I really needed it, and I tore my hamstring. It's my first ever soft tissue injury. I'm gonna have to go to the reps for this one, and I'm gonna say Sam Day from the TaylorMade tour truck. I mean, it was all pretty insane. Through the playoff, obviously, a little bit of a thought that I'd butchered it after that first 3-wood that went in the water, and you know, obviously not a good way to kind of try and get ahead in that one, but I had this sort of overwhelming feeling of confidence. I knew that I probably had the distance to get to that green 2 more times than Christian did, so I felt like the longer it kept going, the more chance I was to make birdies, and it was going to be harder for him. So I knew if I could just hang around there and try and make a birdie, that was probably going to put the pressure on him a lot more than it was on me. And then yeah, obviously Australia Day, at the time we were going through some pretty tough fires back in Australia, so to feel like I gave a little bit of hope and a little bit of, some positive news going back home with all that was going on, that was really great, and I was very happy to do that. And it was obviously also special that you know, Mark Leishman won over on the US tour on the same day, so we sort of had a great theme going there, and it was a pretty cool setup in that Sunday on Australia Day to have us both win. So yeah, pretty special feeling, but even more special to do it on that day. Well, unfortunately I don't get the real one, but that's my replica, and that one sits here downstairs, and it reminds me every single time of those good memories that I've got winning that playoff. Well, I mean, I've played the brand for 4 or 5 years now, and I genuinely really like the equipment. I played it out of choice. It was never like they threw a contract at me and forced me to play any of their clubs. I genuinely think their clubs are great. They make everything through the bag now that stacks up against any brand in the world that you want to try and compare it against. And I think that's the key. That's why I've got so many good players, is they make a top shelf, whether it be wedge or putter or iron or driver for every player. So I mean, that's so good. And then obviously it's just a great team environment to be a part of. I don't think any other brand sort of has the culture that we have within, you know, the guys that step on the truck and the other players that play throughout the world. It feels like there's a sense of team when one of us wins, rather than, you know, just an individual player winning from another brand. So yeah, I absolutely love being with the brand, and hopefully plenty more years to come with them. Unfortunately, I haven't hit many shots for about the last 2 months, so I don't know too much, but I do remember having the TaylorMade P7 TWs, the irons in the bag that Tiger plays, and they're a phenomenal iron. I don't know after such a long break whether I'll be able to hit them that well or not, but after a little bit of practice, they are phenomenal. Such control with them, and yeah, absolutely perfect for me. I'm a very high spinning, high ball spin sort of player, and they were able to knock a lot of the spin off my iron, so that was perfect. It meant I could play a spinnier golf ball and reap the benefits of that around the greens. Obviously the new Sim driver with the Luke the Duck head cover on it, that's a pretty close one to me, but the Sim driver, that's been phenomenal this year. I've found that one to be so much better than any other model I've played with TaylorMade. So obviously the wind's pretty much speaks for itself with how good that driver is, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the year trying to play that one and try and win some more tournaments with it. What else we got in here? We got the mill grind wedges, and as you can see, haven't hit a lot of shots with them because that one's rusted up pretty nice, but these are great as well. Really enjoyed playing these. TaylorMade have really done a great job over the last couple of models with wedges to really improve there, and I think they're onto something really good here. And then I got a midnight blue spider putter. This one's my baby. I'm gonna struggle to get this one out of the bag, because this one has hold a lot of putts for me over the time. So yeah, that's 14 clubs, ball, everything with TaylorMade. They make such great equipment, and I won't be switching anytime soon.